One of the biggest misconceptions about a keto or low-carb diet is that all the food you're going to eat will be bland or cooked to death. The reality is so far from it. Vegetables, both cooked and raw, play an important role in helping to keep a keto diet balanced, nutritious, and delicious. Of course, you can find hundreds of types of vegetables at your local grocery store, supermarket, or farmer's market. Those on the keto diet learn to consider each vegetable they add to a dish with care. After all, some vegetables are high in sugar and don't deliver the way we need them to, nutritionally speaking. To ensure that your carb counts don't add up too quickly, here's our straightforward do's and don'ts guide for eating veggies on a ketogenic diet. First, let's start with the good stuff. The ideal vegetables for a ketogenic diet are high in nutrients and low in carbs. Our number one go-to veggie is anything dark and leafy. Of course, there's spinach and kale, and plenty of other tasty greens like collards, Swiss chard, mustard greens, bok choy, and arugula. These tend to be high in iron, packed with vitamins and antioxidants, filled with fiber, and nice and low on the carbs. We love to mix up fresh leafy green salads or prepare side dishes like creamed spinach or roasted kale at dinner time. Leafy greens aren't the only low-carb veggies. The keto diet also welcomes members of the cruciferous family like broccoli and broccoli rabe, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. Au gratin Brussels sprouts and lemon roasted spicy broccoli are two tasty ways we prepare these veggies on the regular. There are higher carb veggies that you can incorporate into your diet, just a little more sparingly than the lower carb ones. Mixing in higher carb vegetables with lower carb ingredients is a great way to add some flavor and texture without putting your carb count over the limit. A good rule of thumb to follow is that generally, the brighter and more colorful the vegetable, the more carbs it tends to contain. Another is that sweeter veggies, think corn and carrots, also contain more sugar. Some bright veggies are the exception to these rules, however. For instance, bell peppers and jalapenos can be used for added texture and flavor in meals. Radishes are a great way to add some crunch to a dish, and tomatoes, mushrooms, eggplant, artichoke hearts, olives, and other medium carb veggies are a great way to add in visual appeal and exciting flavors without too many carbs. If we had to come up with a best of the best list of vegetables, that list would include broccoli, asparagus, mushrooms, zucchini, spinach, avocado, cauliflower, bell peppers, green beans, lettuce, and kale. All of these are super versatile, give the best nutritional bang for their buck, and pack in a ton of flavor. Now let's look at the vegetables we almost never eat. Very sweet or starchy vegetables like peas, corn, potatoes, sweet potatoes, parsnips, and yams are full of sugar and thus full of carbs. We also avoid yucca, parsnips, beets, and some kinds of sweet squashes like butternut and pumpkin. So don't be afraid to load up on veggies. Choosing organic is great if and when you can, but what's more important is making sure you have a diverse variety of vegetables to round out your keto diet. Frozen veggies can be an economic and convenient way to go, and are often more nutrient-dense than fresh ones because they're flash frozen at the peak of ripeness. For inspiration on how to cook vegetables, be sure to check out our recipe database, which is full of creative and easy ideas for every meal of the day. A keto diet takes commitment and dedication, but it's a lot easier when you have a community to support you. Visit RuledMe every day for all kinds of keto resources, including more informative videos, meal planning tips and tools, blog posts, testimonials, and so much more.